everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is, don't be afraid to tell him to get the F out. Don't be afraid of it. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, you see I'm still in my mask, but we're winding down, and I know before the end of this week, hopefully I'll be able to take this mask off and all of the swelling will be gone. As you can see, my speech is getting a little better. Every day I am healing, and I thank you so much for your well wishes. All right, now let's dive into this message. Ladies, don't be afraid to tell him to get the F out. Now we do have a letter. Let's read this letter and see what she says. I am a 48-year-old single mom with a 14-year-old son. I was married before, but my husband passed away 13 years ago due to a heart condition, and he is also my son's father. But I have been dating now for over 7 years. I met this man I've been dating for a year. He was so sweet at the beginning. He worked night shift. I worked from home during the day, and he was calling me on the regular, taking me out on dates. And when he bought dinner for me, he would also include my son. Well, that was a smart move, okay? Because he had sense enough to know if you date a single mother, you need to include the children in the dating experience if you really want that mother, okay? He has sense enough to know that. He told me he stayed with his sister and would only come by my apartment when he is off work. I was basically love bombed. Okay, well, if he love bombed you, you know, the narcissists, that's what they do. That's what they do to get you. I didn't see this coming, and all of a sudden, he was living with me. Yeah, this sounds like a narcissist. Because a narcissist has to secure his supply quickly. He has to have a stable supply. So he can't just be out there on his own. He can't survive like that. He has to be with someone where he can suck that energy out of them so that he can survive. All right? He stopped talking to me, saying that he was tired. Well, see, now that he's moved in, which was his objective, moving in so he can suck you dry, what's to talk about? He's not trying to get to know anything about you. It's all about him. Okay? I would have to ask him for money for the bills, and he would eventually give it to me, but delay and say he has to pay his car payment first. No, he doesn't. Wait a minute. This man is living in your house, and he's got the nerve to tell you that he got to pay his car payment first? Ladies, don't be afraid to tell him to get out. Get out. Okay? You ain't got to put up with this. No. He's in your home. You're not in his home. You see, this is what men do. They zoom in on a woman who's got it all. You know, got more than what they have. But you have what they need. An apartment, car, money, whatever. Okay? That's why they coming to you. Because they are needy. ladies, don't pick up these needy men. Number one, if a man comes to you and he is not offering you something, then he's coming to take something. And you need to walk away from him in the beginning. Don't keep putting yourself out there thinking it's going to change. It's never going to change. He's in it for the take, not the give. All right. He would eat most of the food in the house and not really replace anything. I'm spending most of my extra money on food when I can respond. I'm spending most of my extra money on food. Well, on whatever is needed in the apartment. That's what you're spending your extra money on. And this is how men want it. Many of these sorry, weak men look for a woman who has her own place and everything, and making her believe that, I'll move in here with you, and we're gonna, you won't have to take up all this responsibility yourself. I'll be there to help you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I got caught up in that same lie. Man telling me all of that. But he was pushing to move into my home, and this was the narcissist. And I really didn't want him here. My intuition was saying, no, don't do it, don't do it. But this was before I was spiritual, before I knew what I was dealing with. And I'm thinking, it can't be that bad. After all, he's a religious man. You understand what I'm saying? He's a Christian, so he can't be that bad. He was the worst I ever had. Worst. He came here to destroy me. And if you take these men into your home, they'll do the same thing. And let me tell you how they do it. You see, they inch into your home. They inch there. Just like you say that he would come to your house when he's not working. Well, he works. You're home during the day. And he works nights. But whatever he's doing, he is not planning on helping you in this apartment. He didn't come there to help you. He came there to help himself. Okay? I've been praying about the situation for a minute and didn't know how to get out of it. I did not plan to shack up with anyone. My plan was to date until it leads to marriage. I need to know, how should I handle this? Because I don't think it will be very easy to get him out of my house. You say he also farts a lot while I'm working from home. And I offered to give him some over-the-counter medication. Well, that's very rude. And rude, weak, disgusting men will do it. Will fart anywhere in your face. It doesn't matter. They have no self-respect for themselves. So they definitely don't have any respect for you. So they'll do all these disgusting things around you, showing you that they don't respect you, showing you that they don't value you. You see, you lost a lot of respect in his eyes when you let him move in. When you allow this man to move into your home. Now, when you say move in, did he just bring a few things over there? You see, because he can always go back to his sister's house. If he didn't move lock, stock, and barrel in your house, when he comes home, I would have all his stuff packed up right at the door for him to go back to his sister's house. 1, 2, 3. Get the F out. You understand? You can put a note on it. Get out. This is your house. where you should be in charge of it. Not him. Not him. He's a freeloading nobody. Get rid of him, ladies. And you only tolerate this because you want a man. Do you really want a man that bad? No matter if he comes there to mistreat you or take advantage of you or whatever he's doing to you, make you angry, sad most of the time. Why would you want that in your life? But you need to find your voice. You need to stand up for yourself. Stand your ground. And don't allow these men just to come in and take advantage of you. If he is in your home, you need to stand up to him and tell him to get out. This is not working. You want him to leave. Like I said, he been living with his sister all this time. He can scamper right on back to his sister's house. Pack his things up. I wouldn't even give him a chance to pack them up. Whatever he's got over there, pack them up in a box and put them by the door. He get the message. He get the message. And change your locks. If you can. You know, I realize you're in an apartment, but tell him it's time to go. And be forceful. And be confident. Don't be afraid. And see, men want you in the state of fear. Because in fear, you won't kick him out. You feel like it's too hard to get him out. And so you just deal with it as long as you can. Ladies, no. No. You need to start loving yourself. Like I got the cap on, self-love. When you love yourself, you will stand up. You would tell them, this is not working out. You need to leave. Just like that. Just like that. You don't have to put up with them. These people are not your husbands. And I don't care if they are your baby daddy. Still, if he is not providing for you or the baby or anything like that, he needs to go. He needs to go. He's just dragging you and your baby down. But ladies, you have to know your value. You have to know your own worth. And if you don't know that, you need to stop dating, period, and work on yourself for a minute. Take a year out. Be celibate to find your true self, who you really are, to find what makes you truly happy. What is it that you really desire in your life? See, you need to take a year to figure this out and to harness your sexual energy during that time. Because when you are celibate and harnessing that energy, it is a very, very powerful energy. And you can just about manifest whatever you desire in your life through harnessing this energy. But when you're going around here having sex with everybody, you have no power. You've given it all away. People, know yourself. Learn yourself. Now we do have another letter here. And let's see what she says. It's a short letter about somebody moving in. She says, I let a young man move in with me, and it was a worse mistake. He was crazy to the point where I had to move. Then when I got my apartment, I let my biological mom stay with me and my 2 daughters. That was a mistake because she was trying to take over my home. Well, see, the thing about that, your mother is always going to be your mother. So if she moves into your apartment, she's still the mother. And your daughters are still her grandbabies, so she's the matriarch of the family. So if you felt like she was taking over your home, that's probably why. Because, she's the mother. Yelling at my daughters all the time, talking about I lived in the ghetto and can I co-sign her a house in my name. All right, so this is your mother who's asking you possibly to co-sign for her to get a home of her own. I told her she had to get out of my home. It was such a drain dealing with these types of people. Anyway, what do you think? All right, here's the thing with this one. So you allow a young man to move in with you, and he probably caused a lot of chaos in your life. So hopefully you learned from that mistake. Don't allow a man to move in with you, period. Don't do it. Okay? So when that didn't work out, you got another apartment and you allowed your mother to move in with you and your two daughters into this apartment. All right, so now your mother is asking you to co-sign for her so she can get a house. She wants you to co-sign so she can get a house. Well, now here's the thing. If you are in an apartment yourself, it's probably not a good idea for you to co-sign for anybody. I know this is your mother, but it's not a good idea for you to co-sign for her because when she defaults on the payment, can you handle two payments? Can you handle the payment for your apartment and for your mother to have a house or whatever she's trying to do? That's what you have to look at. Because if your mother does not have the credit to get this home or house or apartment, whatever, in her own name, then that means if she defaults on the payment, which she may, it's a high probability that she will default on the payment, then it's going to ruin your credit. Now, and I say that because you're in an apartment yourself. Now, if you were a homeowner and, you had plenty money and plenty properties or whatever, and you wanted to help your mother out and help her co-sign, well, then that's different. Because you have enough assets to cover if she defaults on the payment. But the way that it looks now, no. Because if she defaults on the payment, which is highly probable, it's going to ruin you. It's going to ruin you. So I say no. That's my advice to you. Now, the message today was don't be afraid to say, get the F out. Don't be afraid. And this goes for friends, relatives, romantic partners, whatever. If they are living off your dime, they need to go. Okay? They need to go. Now, you care for your children, but these other people, what do you need to care for them for? And a man too? No. Don't allow these men to move into your place. Number one. Pretending what they're going to do for you and all of that when they move in. No. These men are not going to do any of those things. Once they move in, it's still going to be on you to keep your apartment paid up. It's all about you. Everything is on your credit, is in your name, not on him. The apartment people probably don't know anything about him. It's all about you, ladies. Don't allow these people to come into your life and make you lose everything because you trust them. You can't trust these people. You really can't. People that come to you for help, if you're not in a position to help them, say no. Say no. Don't allow these needy people to come and drag you down. Drag you down. Because remember, misery loves company. They don't want to see you doing well. And they are certainly not coming there to help you do better. So say no. I hope that the message helps someone today. I really hope that you understand it. Now, those of you who are looking for your affirmations and your movement, there's a link in the description. And also, for those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, also the link is in the description. I want to thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for your letters. And a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.